Guys, it's Kibla from Cuppa Comics, sponsored by the Brothers Geek Out podcast, and we have Stephen Geekface on episode 3 today. How you doing, bro?
I quit, bro. You?
This has been a long time in the making.
Yes, it has. It has. It feels nice to be in the same room.
Yes, well, definitely. Bill,
He was on live.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, the last one was online, so it's great to have you in here. Thank you so much for making the time. We started this kind of side podcast for creators, for what inspired them: books, comic books, music, movies, and then finding out a little bit about your journey as well. So, how's it been going?
It's been an interesting ride.
Yeah,
Yeah, interesting. Some ups and downs, but I've loved every moment of it.
that's amazing. And that's amazing.
It keeps the creative juices flowing.
So that's the main thing. Yeah, that's the main thing. I think, like, with the industry that we are in, as much as I think we met when did we meet? I feel like it was a DC thing.
It was definitely a DCP. They might have been. I don't know if it was before Black Adam.
Definitely, or something before. Definitely before Black Adam. Definitely before Black Adam. So we go way back.
Yeah.
We go way back. Well, Stephen does some really cool stuff and really interesting reviews when it comes to the movie world. Now, sometimes some people would say it'd be controversial with some of your outtakes on movies, but I think it's really upfront and honest.
Yeah, and honest. I'm always catering to the audience. Yeah. You know, life is hard.
Yes.
Cash is not easy to throw around, so I always make sure, like, as much as I enjoy a film, would the audience enjoy this film? Is it worth spending their money, or can they just wait till it comes on streaming services? So
No,
always go with, like, I understand some of the critics' opinions.
Yes.
I sometimes agree with them. Yeah, like, this is a very amazing film, but is it go to cross over to the audience, the general audience? They know that's the technical aspect of making the film, and or the cinematography. They want to appreciate that. Is, am I entertained? Did I have a good time? Was it worth my money?
Exactly. Are you entertained? Guys, make sure you guys check out Stephen's links are all down below, and make sure you go follow the journey. Honestly, he recently did one for a movie, Punchbag. So shout out to Robert Michael. That was a really good one, bro. Yeah, really. Yeah, that was a really good one. And this was actually original when we did the concept of this Cuppa Comics. Was Rob's, this is your fault now, because you've gone and done another side project for me to keep up every month now. But shout outs to him. They had it playing on IMAX yesterday, bro.
Yes, I saw.
All the IMAX. Oh my god, that's like insanely. This is because the visuals in that was sick.
Yeah.
So to see that even on a bigger screen,
Yeah.
that he must have been in tears.
Yeah.
Both of them. I don't know about Michael. I think Rob was. Yeah.
Maybe Mike, but definitely Rob gone. It was like, I could see, yeah, could tell
You can see the passion behind that. You can definitely see the passion behind that. But today we're going to talk about something very interesting. He gave me a little snippet the other day. If you can hold this comic book up, bro, The Mask. Oh my god, bro. All right. First of all, first question. That's The Mask. Yeah. Tell me again how old he was when he read this, bro.
I was 7.
Bro, okay. So this week I've had fun reading this again,
Yes.
and a little bit of what you told me before of how you got into what you're doing now was you read the comic books, you saw the movie, and you're like, okay, hold on.
Well, because it was.
Oh, sorry, then I saw the movie.
So I saw the movie. I didn't even know about it. My dad used to. My dad is also in love with movies, and every Saturday, kind of lazy from him, he would just drop us at the cinema, wherever the latest film was. So I remember I think The Mask was probably like the 5th or 4th movie that I had saw.
Oh, right, okay.
So before that, it was The Flintstones.
Wow, okay, all right.
And I had obviously had fun with the Flintstones.
Yeah.
Not good now, but I can't remember back there. I saw The Mask, and I didn't even know about Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about Ace Ventura. I just put The Mask, and I was like, I love this film. On a particular Saturday, a couple years later, I was in the library, as you do when you're a kid, with little friends, and I went around the graphic novel area. It was called the mature graphic.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have been there.
That's crazy.
So I shouldn't have been there. And then I saw it was right on the aisle, and I was like, wait, that's The Mask. I recognize the font.
Yeah.
That's the face. It looks different. Wow, there's a comic. I didn't know it was a comic. And I went into a corner to go read it. Well, firstly, I tried to take it out
Okay.
from the library, and they said I couldn't take it out. And I said, why couldn't I take it out? I said, you have to be a certain age to take this one out. And that got me even more intrigued. So they took it off of me, and put it back where it was. So I spent more time in the library, browser, and went to go and pick up, and went to a corner to go and read it. And my mind was blown. And what I saw in there, I was like, so I noticed certain things from the movie was in there.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's Stanley Ipkiss.
Yes.
It looks a bit different. That's the scene where he has the balloons, he chases the machine gun.
Yeah.
The scene with the mechanics, it's in there.
Yes.
But it's done in a whole complete different way. And I got confused. I said, wait, but this is not the mask. I kept saying, but this is not the mask. But I kept reading. I was like, this is not how the film goes.
Yeah.
It's completely different. And it just got darker and darker and darker. Oh my God. And it blew my mind at that age. And I was just like, even then I knew that there's different ways to tell stories.
Yes.
It doesn't always have to be the same. You don't always have to follow the source material. As long as you tell an intriguing, entertaining story,
That's right.
then you're good.
Oh, man.
And I knew that from that age. Like,
That's crazy.
I was like, and then I went to find out more about how they made this film, what was different.
Okay.
So then W. Smith back in the day, no, it was Wolves.
Yes. Wolves. Oh, God.
And they had a movie magazine. I can't remember the name. It wasn't even Empire, it was another tone magazine, and the mask was in front of it. And I started reading that out to make it. And then we used to have this, there used to be the show on TV. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. It was either lights, camera, action, something like that.
Yeah.
And they would show clips of movies and trailers as it was the mask. And I was just intrigued about the making of the mask. And that went on all the way. And my interest for that particular film and other films started to grow. But for that film, I wanted to know what was the process of how to get from this comic to Jim Carrey and doing a complete story. I only found out later that originally, New Line Cinema, which is the one who's produced the film, they had just finished doing the Freddy Krueger movies.
That's right.
And they were looking for the next iconic horror character for a new franchise. And they saw the comic The Mask and they went with it. And that was going to be that. It was going to be the new Freddy Krueger. And they're going to be a whole franchise series. And then, but the writing, it didn't work well. They didn't understand it was that we're going to correspond with audiences and teenagers. And it just happened. The director they got at the time was in love with Looney Tunes and cartoons. And he wanted to, because he loved the idea of how The Mask could just do.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, that's right. And so I could mix that. And yeah, and Jim Carrey just seemed to be there at the right time.
Yeah.
He had a start Ace Ventura, does movie films, and was just the right person. And then that's how it just evolved into something completely different. And then they changed my mind, maybe we want to sell this to like families. And
yes.
And obviously, The Mask was born, The Mask that we know is different. But a lot of people do not know about the source material.
Oh my God. All right. First of all, guys, just to let you guys know, you gotta be over 18 to read this comic. Gotta say that. Can't believe this guy read this up 7 years ago. You gotta be on me.
Well, it was. I mean, back in the day, it was different. Very in the 90s. Yeah, I'm not telling my age, but it was very different in the 90s. But we lived in a world where you had, 18 certificate movies in the cinema. By the same time, they promoted toys based on that.
Oh yeah, but yes, that's right.
And he said that's sorry, but like Terminator,
Yeah.
not being old enough to go see the cinema, but playing with the toys where you can make him melt and
You remember that? They had that little goo that
and you could mold. So you had the metal skeleton, and you can mold a human rubbery.
Oh my!
They had all of that stuff for kids, and maybe sometimes they had a cartoon, but most of the time was just the toys. And fanboy for Blockbusters, you were with your dad. It took for work, and my parents didn't seem to understand about
The rating system.
No, they were just like, yeah, this movie looks cool. Do you want to watch this? Yes, cool. And that's it. And I watched so many films that I should have been watching. That's probably why I'm so desensitized to so many things now, because I watched it from a very young age.
So we're the same, bro. Coming from the working class background, my dad would go work, but he would leave us with all these movies. I mean, I grew up with The Predator, bro.
Yeah.
Like that movie there alone, and that's not for kids, no. You know,
I grew up on Total Recall.
oh my god.
I got exposed to something that I had never seen, and it wasn't real. Let's just put it. I'll leave it aside. Everyone knows the scene I'm talking about. But yeah, at a very young age,
I'm telling you,
thinking, what do women all have?
oh, okay, yeah, bro. Don't worry, man. I grew up the same way. But with The Mask, like the comic book, when you guys, I had a refresher this week, yeah. So good amount, went through it all,
Yeah,
and it is a nice reminder to tell me that sometimes the source material may not work on the big screen as well. And I think adapting it the way they did, they had to play it smart because it's still one of the a good movie,
yeah.
a good fun family kind of movie. But when you read the comic book, oh my god, Stanley Ipkiss is a dick and a psycho,
He's a psycho.
bro.
Everyone is just really, they're off their
So basically, because the book doesn't really give you the origins of the mods, which they give us in the film. I say kind of low.
I don't know. I never got part. I read the next one, which was called The Mask Return.
Yes, that's right.
And I did read the ones after that, because then it started getting serious. I heard it was a comic with him and the Joker, which sounds great on paper, but I don't know if it did well. But I never read. But I don't know whether they went into
No,
source material of this mask.
they continue to go with it, with not even letting us know we are origin.
Yeah.
They gave us a little bit in this one, but they don't go into it to a point where you're like, oh my god, like, where is this from? Because it only seems to bring out the bad. And then I think, is it Kathy? Not Kathy. His girlfriend.
Yeah, I think
Catherine. Catherine, that's right. So Catherine wears the mask because there's bare people that wear the mask in this one.
Halloween, but his mask as well. So are you? Yeah, which he's not. I think he's not in this. He's not done the same way.
No, he's not. Completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different. I mean, you're getting to a point where the instincts of a human being and the persona that it gives you, bro, it's quite scary now, because reading that again, that gave me the persona that we put on sometimes. Well, not us in general, but what we do on the internet.
Yes.
Bro, it got because when I was reading this week, I was like, oh my god, this is what people do. They'll jump on Reddit, they'll jump on Discord, make up a whole different universe for themselves, all sorts of craziness. And I was like, this is the mask.
Yeah.
Like the literal internet is like the mask.
And they all had different. Intentions with the mask.
Bro.
Some were good,
Yeah.
some were bad, but it still led down a path that they shouldn't have gone to.
Exactly.
No, Stanley Ipkiss is a piece of poo.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You don't suck at it. So, because this book came out in the late 80s, and I think there's 2 omnibus books at the moment now, and there's a whole collection of characters that go through all sorts of madness with this mask, because further down the line, bro, you got to be fixing the street trying it.
Yeah. I remember reading that Punisher.
Yeah.
They start, but they don't do anything mischief. They start one strike. Yeah, superhero. But that comic felt to me like this, because that came out after the mask had come out.
That's right. Yeah.
So I felt like the big lot of cues from the movie, like superhero aspect, and there's one that's like a musician, and
Yes.
so yeah, that takes. There was one character, I forgot his name. He it was with the comic afterwards. I don't have it. It's The Mask Returns, and he is in the first one. Yes, this really big butch.
Will.
So what he's saying about
Wilfred, right? He's the big butch Hulk looking type of dude.
he was in the cartoons as well.
Yes, he was.
He was in the cartoon.
Yes, they put him in the cartoons. But the master didn't fit him.
Yeah, the mask. So in the first time, he has a fight with whoever, I think it was. Yes, Samantha. That's the name. Samantha had.
Yes.
Sorry, Catherine.
Catherine, yes.
Catherine has the mask, and she fights Wilfred, and then she's like, I don't want his mask anymore because it just causes too much. No.
Yeah.
As we like to say in Nigeria, Wahala. Probably. She gives him the mask, and he doesn't want it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want it. And then in the next comic, he gets the mask and he puts it on, and the comic just slides on his face. It does. I mean, the mask slides on his face. It doesn't stay on, and we don't know the reason why it doesn't stay on. We don't know whether it's he has too much evil in him,
Yeah.
or is it the mask is kind of being paid because you turned him down the first time? We never know the reason.
They don't actually go into that. He just throws it away off.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's like,
No, it didn't work, so I'll throw it away. He's crazy anyway. But I feel like even when like Calloway was wearing a mask, it came to a point where he was trying to do good.
yeah, he was trying to stop all the mob bosses, the mafia that had got away with, yes, I, who had got out of court.
That's right.
So he started as that, and then it went to the extreme.
It did, because he almost killed his best friend.
Yeah, yeah.
He almost killed his best friend. Like this is insanely it's gory, guys. This comic book is gory.
There are some. That's what stuck to me the most. That's what kept me going.
Yeah.
Was how graphic it was. There's one. It's not in this one. It's with Wilfred. He was like, I think it's one of my second favorite character in this whole.
Yeah.
He's talking to someone, and he has like, is either a knife or a toothpick. I have a really sharp toothpick, and he's just cutting his face, and the drawing of it is so detailed.
Bro, that is crazy.
It's so detailed. There's so many parts in the comics where it just stands out because it's just so gory.
Yeah, no, insanely. I gotta say, like, I was frightened sometimes reading it. So I'm reading late night as well, and I was like, I got to the part where he's in, which is a scene in the movie, but they don't go in too deep with the in the movie. He just puts those tailpipes in the guy's booty. In this one, I'm like,
yeah, these proper stuffs it in their face, like, yeah, it's horrible.
It's great. Now the thing is, bro, I don't know why, but I would like to see this version.
I was just about to say, I think the time is right now. We've got them. I think people are now receptive to different versions of different films.
Yes, that's right.
Like from the same IP or the same franchise, we've got different versions.
Yes.
Batman, for example, we had the Jim Carrey one.
Yes.
And then we had the Christian Bale. Christian Bale, different tones.
Yes, that's right.
And I feel like we need the mask in this movie. And if you really want to sell it, if they're worried about, the people might not go and see it, bring back Jim Carrey in it. But it's a different version. It's not the same version. And he plays the Jim Carrey from comics. I think he would love that role.
I think he would as well.
I think he would bring it out, like, because I think he gets tired of doing the comedy and the slapstick. It's his fit.
No, because he has done some movies where he plays the psycho, or
like number 20 Prince.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly that. So I feel like he's tried to expand on trying to get into different roles. I think that's perfect, because I feel like him coming back to this role, doing it completely different and still have this madness to it.
Yeah.
I think would be absolutely amazing. I want to see that, bro.
Yeah,
I definitely want to see that as a
because I'm all a series. I wouldn't mind a series as well, because it's just the history of this mask. Where does it come from? Why is it doing this? Why is it leading into this? Why it has such obsessive behavior to them.
Yes, that's right. Definitely.
Really consumes them, and I always find that type of story interesting. Like even like from Lord of the Rings, like The Ring.
The Ring, yeah, of course, yeah.
It is very similar in that aspect. But yeah, I thought it would work well as a new movie. They wanted to bring back, because I know it's Warner Brothers, New Line Cinema. I love you guys. But obviously they always try to redo.
Yeah.
Because IPs go in.
I think it would be very interesting, and I had a thought while I was reading this as well over this week, was I watched The Crow recently, and for some reason that setup, the way it was set, the original Crow with Brendan Lee, I think would be perfect to have the mask in there. Yeah, that sort of kind of gothic sort of era. There are some punchy moments in this comic book, but
it's still very cartoonish.
Yes,
that's right. Like just and I think that's what they took from the comic for the Jim Carrey one.
That's right. Yeah,
and it worked, but. Yeah, it's all in really bad taste. But I think it would just work. I mean, even like, look, I've got to pick this up.
Yes.
This is the cover.
Yes.
Like, I'll pick the cover. I saw this and I was like, what? Like the color is built. I think it's on the t-shirt actually.
Yes.
I think it's on the t-shirt.
Yes, definitely. With that.
That's just brilliant.
The artwork's insane in this, guys, and like there are moments in this book where you're like, panels look like posters. Yeah, I'd love to like have some of them in my microwave. I couldn't do it now with the kids; they'll be scared. But like, there's some great artwork in there. But I gonna dive into each kind of the character's mental health, because when we meet Stanley Ipkiss, Catherine, they are at the brink of their relationship breaking down.
Yeah, he's very unsure about himself.
Yeah.
And he's always speaking negative about himself and his relationship, and his girlfriend's always having to reassure him.
Yeah.
And he goes out his way because she's a collector of things.
Yes.
And he goes out her way to, doesn't always have the money, but he must always get stuff to please her. That's right. Almost a mechanism to get her to stay.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to say, does she the best? She tries to reassure him, like, I'm not going anywhere. I love you.
Yeah.
Like, let's go make Whoopi upstairs. I'm good. You know, but
Exactly.
he has this, and yeah, I think he's had it hard his whole life, and it has made him, have resentment for so many people.
Yeah. That's right.
Like,
Definitely.
But he comes, had the opportunity to have this mask, and this is weird. He doesn't even try on the mask. Like, the mask doesn't do any like what's this important? This mask haunts him. It's like the mask knows about it. He's like, put me on, big boy.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bit where, like, Sammy goes to the toilet and the mask is on top of the toilet seat. So
Yeah,
man, come on, man. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Just
Crazy. It's like torment, isn't it?
Just tormenting him.
Torment, bro. That's crazy. There's another part, because it brings out the inner deep trauma that you've gone through. The school, bro. The teacher.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, like, because once he figures out what the mask is, the first day of trying the mask, he finds out he can't die. He could do all these amazing things. And for the which I laugh, was like, oh, that's from the film. He says the line like, I could be a superhero. I could bring world peace, but first, which is exactly the same. And that's when he goes on.
Does it? He goes on. He goes on.
And he goes on the next day, and for some reason he's wearing an army outfit.
Yeah.
And he's writing a list of people that did it wrong in his whole life. But he's like, yeah, that person.
Punisher mode.
Yeah, just in the darkness, just watching TV. Like, it was now probably it'd be like the president of America right now. I won't say his name in case they try to come for you. But yeah, we'll probably be watching him on the screen by writing National Sensory, bro. And it's and it goes on. But yeah, the school bit it's hilarious.
It's a funny moment, but then it's like, you see what the mask does to you, so that brings out your deeper emotions of trauma that you've gone through. And then straight after that, when he sees the kid get bullied, and then the bullied kid was like, "What's wrong with your face?" And he was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna let you get beat up." And he took it. I'm like, oh, like, what is this mask? Because it's bringing out more of his negativity, more of his bads, because he's an absolute psycho in there, bro. There's the cop scene, bro. When they come to Kathy's house, she put somebody broke him, bro. I was like, I could imagine that in a movie, but I was like,
what's funny is I noticed in the comic that when he changes, because he has the power to change to other people,
shapeshift.
But in the film, if he does it, the mask is on his face, he changes outfit, and you can see the face. Yeah. But he could just transfer into like you or and no one knows.
They didn't explain that one. They didn't show that in the movie, but in the comic book, he shapeshifts. And there's a moment where he turns into a woman when he goes there and tells the cops to go up there.
Yeah, which in my head voice to me was the woman, the landlord that lived next door. Yeah. Well, it's all her, but he always put it right.
Yeah. So it's interesting how they took bits of this comic book into the movie, but as you said, adapting, and this was like going into the movie world of things, is like seeing things being adapted from a comic book or a book to the larger screen, the complications there.
Yeah.
And I think people need to understand that it's not straight copy and paste.
Yeah. And that's boring as well. Like, if it just didn't copy and paste, like, so like we got the Marvel films now and they're doing Secret Wars. And I know they're gonna take parts of it, but for people who haven't, like, okay, I've read the comics, but I don't want to have page by page of that. I want you to, if you're gonna give me some, I mean, if you have to go by source material because it just does so well, then so be it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm more lenient with, filmmakers if they adapted something and they have to change certain things because, like I said, not everything crosses over. No, of course. That's probably why I'm one of the only few fans in the whole world of the original Super Mario Brothers movie, because, like, the source material doesn't work in live action. It doesn't. You could do it. Why is it like? I think now you could possibly do it, but back then it's like, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So it's still that really. I still love it. They took an idea, and I think there's some really good ideas in there. But obviously, the ones who were looking for Super Mario Bros. The movie from the games didn't get what didn't.
No, you're not gonna get that.
Or I get one as a concept, as an idea, and them taking just pieces of it and reconstruct it to make something new.
It works.
I think it works.
Yeah, then
I think I'm happy with films doing that than just going, we're gonna take literally page by page.
No, they did it because I feel like what they did with the MCU and Infinity War. Now, I love my comics. Yeah. Phase 1, I didn't really enjoy when I first saw them in cinema, only because I was the comic book guy. Hey, this is not matching up to what I read it, bro.
Especially when they use the titles.
Yeah.
So it feels. Yeah, I mean, or to say comics.
But then I got to Winter Soldier and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
They've done something different here. And they've flipped the script and I was like, oh my God, I really enjoy, like, it's my favorite movie in there. But I know how hard it is to adapt, but I didn't know what the MCU was doing until we got to the Avengers, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're creating their own universe. Yeah, they've made me love these characters and grown with these characters, and we got all the way up to Endgame, and we're like, oh, invested. Yeah. But Infinity War for me was the better movie. Oh, I feel like as a fan of the Infinity War comic books, I was like, how are they going to adapt this? How are they going to bring in Adam Warlock and all the rest of it? And I was like, they're not going to go with that. And they did something completely different, which I was like,
because it doesn't even fit in their storytelling.
No, that's
you've been telling them.
Yeah,
So
exactly. All right, storytelling, going from book script to the big screen.
Yes.
What's been your favorite adapted book, comic book, or book that's translated well on the screen?
No, that's a really good question. Oh gosh. Do you know what? It has to be the Lord of the Rings.
Ooh,
I think.
Okay.
Not the Hobbit. Sorry. Sorry, Peter Jackson. No.
I know. I did.
But it's the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's weird because you read certain books and your imagination runs wild with it, and you have a vivid idea of what the world will look like. But what Lord of the Rings did was not only took what I saw, but did it even better. And yeah, and it's so part of me now that I, even when they try to do any other adaptation of Lord of the Rings, I'm like, don't even try. I'm really gonna watch it. I'm gonna entertain it. It's not happening. Those film, especially for the Ship of the Ring.
Oh, bro, that is a good film, bro. That is a great film. That is
amazing. So that would be my favorite because I had read the books prior, in school, in the library. Yeah, a favorite place to be back in the day.
Yeah. I miss the library, bro.
I do as well.
Yeah, I do always do.
Yeah, the libraries are dying. I'm like,
oh, bro, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I think we only got one left. Actually, we've got two. One in Tottenham and one in Wood Green. We've got a little one in Wolfram Cross where we live. And I always take my daughters there. And it's like, this is the place where I read all my books.
Yeah.
I'm coming from, my dad just used to rent bear movies. I grew up on Sergio Leone and the spaghetti Western movies. Yeah. So that's all I grew up in. So I love tension. Seven Samurai, like my uncle introduced me to. I was like, I love tension in a movie. But libraries, man, please bring back libraries, because like there's so much joy and imagination in there, bro. Like when I went in there to read comic books or just general books in general, like it was a place where I could go. And my friends, my wee friends that we went to open up. Look, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother Nabil. He's not around no more. It's coming up to his 12-year anniversary since he passed. But because he was the one who introduced me to Lord of the Rings. Oh, okay, bro. And he was like, bro, Kips, bro, I know you love fantasy. Please read these books. And I was like, bro, this is a big ass book, bro. I have a dyslexia, bro. I'm not gonna get this. But bro, did he throw me into an amazing world of imagination, of vast universe, of struggle, power, courage, brave. Oh my god, bro. I was like this 11-year-old kid, like blown out of my mind, and going to school and us lot drawing like Mordor and drawing these characters and we said, one day we're going to be doing this. So shout out to you, bro, honestly, because you're up there and you're watching me I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I hope you're proud, Mel. But he introduced me to the Lord of the Rings. We used to go to the library all together. Bro, we went through so many comic books and books. And yeah, Lord of the Rings was like a really special one. So I'm glad you bought that one.
Yeah, that's the one where I feel like they really went on. They went into the DNA of it.
Yes. That's right. That's right.
And yeah, it's my favorite. It's the one that I feel like it's got as perfect as they can.
Yeah, I could say that definitely. Like, I'm late. I'm on my Harry Potter journey, bro.
See, I'm of regards. I read some of the Harry Potter. I think I got up to the Goblet of the Fire.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the one.
Yeah, Goblet of Fire, yeah.
And then started watching the movies.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So then started watching movies. I still haven't read numbers.
Wow. Okay, so I'm on the last movie. It's taken me years to get on that. I'm on the last movie. And I just started reading with my daughter, The Philosopher's Stone, first. So we're enjoying that. That's like our bedtime reading at the moment. But I can see the massive difference. But how to translate that on the big screen. So I want to open up your guys' minds, because a lot of the people that watch this are people that are going to learn how to get into the industry, but try and understand the source material and then what we get on the big screen as well. Because I think that's where a lot of people and a lot of critics kind of, that's why we squabble a lot.
Yeah,
There's the toxicity, or please say the word toxicity in like the Star Wars fandom, the Marvel fandom, the DC fandom, the Harry Potter fandom, like where it's like, you try and go and adapt that on the big screen and work with 1,000 people, bro. Yeah, try and put that on the big screen.
It's not easy. I mean, even adapting something you created already to live action. So we also got the How to Train the Dragon.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
As well, and obviously, from what I've seen so far, I just say doing shot for shot. But I'm hoping they're gonna bring other stuff
Me too.
into it as well to make it
Me too.
more epic.
I think that because you've got a grand world there.
Yeah.
And in animation's so easy to translate a lot of things really well on a large scale as well. And that's a little bit of my worry, is how what we're seeing from the trailers to what I've seen already. I hope we're getting more.
Yeah.
I hope we're getting more. And that's where I think they can expand on it even more.
Because I think it's boring if you're just giving me shot for shot. I mean, Jack, there are certain scenes that you want to put in to capture that nostalgia.
That's right.
But for the most part, just give me a reason besides money, which is usually of why you made this film. What was it?
Exactly.
Like, that was okay. We need to get this to live action because of this, or I saw this, or we saw the storyboard for this particular scene in the book or comic or animated film, and we need to bring it to live action. Give me.
I think that we've got a solid reason there, and with the director and what he's done before, and he's a storyboard artist from before as well, bro. Like, he's worked on some classics, and then what's coming out soon? We go. They're adapted to live action in Disney. Lilo and Stitch. Yeah. So he did the storyboarding on that, on the original animation.
Oh.
So he's a storyboard artist from Day Dot, bro. He's worked on a lot of Disney animation. So I think we're gonna get something interesting here, because what I've noticed is like somebody like Jeff Rowe, who did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Mutant Mayhem, and then he gave us the Mitchells and the Robots.
Yeah.
Before that, he was a storyboard artist. So he knows what he wants of a series, what's going to connect in animation wise, but bringing it into live action, that's where we're going to be like, okay, what is he going to bring to us fresh to this?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely. Oh my God. Oh, we got some treats this year, man. Anything you're looking forward to?
Oh, what, in terms of movies and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I am looking forward to Superman.
Okay.
Highly can't wait for that.
Yes, definitely.
And I was looking forward to Sinners. I have seen it.
Yeah.
Don't say anything. I won't say anything. I will say, go watch it.
Ooh,
Honestly,
I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
Every time the Fantastic Four.
Yes, that's right. Only thing I'm worried about is Reed Richards. I just feel like Pedro's everywhere now, man. I don't see him as my Reed Richards, but he'll surprise me like he has what he did with in The Last of Us.
I think for me it's the beard. He got rid of the beard. That would.
Yeah, so I think that's what threw me off. He's got the little.
Well, see, now we're being critics. Now we're being critics because we're like the source material and blah blah blah.
No, I know, but the thing is, because I've been surprised before, and I feel like recently what we've got from the MCU has been a bit of a struggle. And it's like now I'm starting to see a little bit of the change in direction because they said they're going to slow down a little bit, which they need to. No more fan service. I don't want no more fan service.
Just give me some originals. No, we're gonna get fan service.
Ah.
At least during this saga, we're still gonna get, because we've got Secret Wars and it was the cast of X-Men and
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna get fan service.
it's that time.
It's van. This is the, I get what would this be? This would be the third. This would be the third trilogy for the fan service. The first
Yeah,
one was
that's right. That's right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Then Deadpool.
Yeah.
And then the Secret Wars and and Doomsday. That's a great the fan service movie. But yeah. As long as it's a good time, I'm okay.
You know what? That's the main thing. I think once you get the concept of like, I just want to get entertained for 2.5 hours. My reality is tough enough, and we're segueing into like the mental health side of things, where it's like I need my escape. I don't do drinks and drugs, but movies are my drink and drugs. You know, like so having a moment to be entertained for like 2.5 hours. Like I don't know why I did this, but I went to watch a Working Man, and paid for it.
Was it good? I had to say in it, and the reason I haven't seen it is because I feel like I've seen it already.
You have, bro.
There we go.
You have. And then
You've seen one of his movies. You've seen
you've seen them all. You've seen them all. Actually, no, because he's had a couple of different ones. But I think the last couple 20 movies he's done is the same. He's the same guy. He's a great martial artist, so I'm not gonna doubt him with that. I would never pick a fight with Jason Statham. Man, that guy could headbutt me, spin kick me, I'll be done. You know what I mean? But I praise him for that. I just like, come on, bro, man, like, give me the revolver or give me what's his name from Lock Stock. Like, I need like you to get back into those kind of.
Well, maybe he will now take it to the next level now that the Oscars are now gonna start.
Doing the stocks. Oh yes, that's right. Yes, interesting.
So maybe he will now crack it out. No.
The cryo character. Tell you, bro, Miles cracked me up with that one, bro.
I mean, I love him as the Mask. That would be amazing.
That would be interesting.
That is it.
Jason Statham was the Mask. There you go, guys. Here's a pitch. There you go. New Line Cinemas, Warner Brothers. If you guys do watch, check. Yes. But yeah, going into like, as we were saying, the mental health side of things, because I go to cinema to take my mind off the business that we go through during the week. Like, you got your 9 to 5, you've got your life, relationships, friends, all that rest. How do you find key balance in the work you do? Because, bro, the screenings we go to sometimes can be overwhelming. You're looking at 2-3 films a week.
Yeah, somebody asked me this yesterday. How many films do you watch in a week? And I said, I told you when I count, it's that many. And then I had to break it down. What you mean, new movies? New movies. I'm like, it could be up to like the average of 5 or 4.
That's crazy, huh?
Every week, and then potentially reviewing them as well.
Yeah.
Content for them. I think it's just the love.
Yeah.
The love of me. Just like everything else, the foundation has to be set right. If love is the foundation, then I think everything else will work out.
100%. There you are. You heard of it.
Like every relationship. I mean, if there's no love there, I mean, because things are gonna get hard, things are gonna get
definitely.
and really get on your nerves and really test you. Especially the industry we are.
It's testing,
about very testing of our patience. But it's the love. It's the love that keeps you going, the passion, and for me, just like you, Daryl has always been my escape from reality. I just really immerse myself in that world, and I mean, I don't know what I'll do if they decided to stop making movies.
Oh, bro, I
don't know.
I'll be lost.
I know it's man-made. It's like, it's not like a natural.
Yeah,
that's right. Probably someone tells us to just go outside, eat something.
Well, go for a walk.
Go for a walk.
No. See Soprano.
I just love that too much.
Yeah, man.
They have been with me through so many parts of my. See, here's a fun. I told someone this story a couple weeks ago. What was it? Someone asked a question like, what film do a lot of people hate, but you love? And I said The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And yes, I know it's a bad movie, so let's get that right in disclaimer. Don't come in for me.
No, but I
know it's a bad movie. However, it helped me get over someone. So I had just got over a really bad relationship.
Okay.
And obviously, we all know spoilers. that Gwen Stacy dies. But I took that whole her dying as the death of my relationship. It's over. It's time to move on. And it came out at the right time. So that was the only thing I took from that movie.
Wow, interesting.
So I was like, films always save me. And I've watched a recent movie actually called it hasn't come out yet, and I have the review for it.
Okay.
Called the Penguin Lesson.
Steve Coogan.
Yes.
Good. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to that.
Amazing movie, but there's a message that goes for.
Oh yeah.
There's a message in that film, and I need to hear that message. All right, there and there. Look at that. I shedded a tear, and I was like, yeah. When it's like fake universe, when what the movie universe is telling me.
That's what I'm saying, man. When you're able to do that, that's something special. Honestly, that's something special. That a movie could teach you a lesson, show you the way, show you a path, bro. I swear, if my dad didn't put Predator on, I don't think I'd be on this journey right now. And Nabil, bro, shout outs to you because you opened my universe.
I learned the best handshake in the world, too.
Bro, come on. Come on. Like, that movie is like full on cheese on a different level. But then you're looking at, you got Alan Silvestri's soundtrack.
Yeah.
You got the Predator that was originally supposed to be Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. He looked like a little ant. I mean, it's really rapper. But again, that was a movie that made me do research on its background. Like, I was, oh my god, it's the same composer at Back to the Future. Yeah. And then you're looking at Arnold, and you got Apollo Creed, you got Carl Weathers, all in this one movie.
Yeah,
Shane Black.
Yeah,
who's a great director as well.
He's the actor that keeps shaving, man. It's been
Duke something, but you know what? Shout out to him because that was such a tense scene, and the fact that he broke a bic on his face.
I was like, why you shave me? Like, you got no bits. Like, who did?
It's fully booked.
That's just it.
But Tez, what it is, Jesse Ventura, bro. Oh my god, this just had loads of people in it, bro.
He has the best line in the film. Someone said you're bleeding. He goes, I got tired. I ain't tired bleed. You know what? That film, I need to watch it. I made a joke about this. I said, if you watch Predator every day as a young man, you will grow a beard within a year. I guarantee. As you can see, I don't watch Predator enough, so maybe I need to. But you will definitely.
There you go, guys. There's a lineup.
You go there because the testosterone.
Yeah, bro. The testosterone in that is insane. It's up the peak. It's up the peak. Stephen, bro, listen. We've been trying to get this done, and we got it done. I can't thank you enough, bro.
Oh,
honestly, man. Like literally. Episode 3, guys. This is like another proud project that I'm working on, and making the time for me, man, is really important to me as well as a creative to push this out there. Where can the people find you, bro?
You can follow me on all socials. It's either Stephen Geekface, one word, on Instagram, TikTok, or if you just put in the hashtag so geeked about movies, I will appeal.
There you go. Look at that. There you go. You were a pet. I'm going to pop the links down there anyway. Give Stephen a follow. Honestly, guys. Breakdowns of movies. Honest. Straight up honest.
Opinion. That's all I could be. Yeah, unless the film company gives me slips a little paycheck.
Do you get that sometimes? The message, the comment. I get.
Yes. Or my favorite one is, how did you get this film? Is like out yet? How did you watch it?
Yeah.
I'm like, because I got set up to go what? Right. How else would I review this movie?
Exactly. Massive thank you again, guys. All the good stuff, guys. Make sure you guys comment, like, and share. Guys, as always, I've got all the mental health donation boxes right below. Look after yourselves. Find your escape. And if you ever need to reach out to somebody, there's details below as well to reach out. It's really important that you look after yourselves. And as always, massive thank you for the love. And we'll catch you guys up on the next episode. Peace, man. Peace, bro. Honestly, man, thank you for your time, man. We're brilliant, man.